We're back.
Hello!
We're actually recording day of for this one.
Hooray!
Doesn't happen very often.
Hooray!
Alright, so we are going to swing right into this Volume 5, Chapter 4, Lighting the Fire.
Hooray!
We didn't start it. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't
Quick.
start.
I always love how just like ridiculously long her cape is in that opening shot. Just like that, like 6 feet of material, 10.
Just straight up cursed by the gods. Jeez, that's some heavy duty. But then who was Salem?
He's a tyrant.
Why did...
Evidently Salem's been around for a while. A while. It may have taken her just a long chunk of time to recover from whatever the heck happened last time. But yeah, I do think a good number of these fights are just not going to happen in the series. Especially since we haven't seen Mercury in a while.
I'm wondering if Salem is who is responsible for whatever happened to the moon.
Possibly. We're also sitting here going, but Moon no.
But Mundo.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like someone who's mortal. Just generally speaking.
Ooh, look at the textures
God,
on
those
the
look
leaves.
good.
So pretty. Now,
Fuck this guy.
hey Cliff.
Oh my god, he's got highlights. It's all terrible.
How much further, pal?
This should just about do it.
It's a trap.
Into a clearing.
It's a trap.
Yeah, this is bad.
You wait here. I'll go up ahead and make sure the coast is clear.
Wow, I like exactly none of this. At least like get under a
That was the
thank
thumbnail.
you. At least like get under a tree or something.
Get it, girl. Yep.
Really though?
I can't believe you were dumb enough to let me lead you here.
I can't believe you're dumb enough to fight her. She made you
Is this
bounce.
everyone?
Yes, little lady. This is it. Well, unless you count the whole rest of the camp back that way.
That way.
You're a moron.
Yes, that way.
Good to know.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
You don't have to wonder
Now
where
to
your
pay me
god
back for
is.
this too.
She's right
We're
here.
gonna take your bite,
show mercy.
and you're gonna take your lumps.
Gotta take your lumps. Do you know who I am?
She's just like, oh shoot. I have a knife duct taped to a gun. I ain't going up
You got
against
the
her.
jump on me last time, sweetheart.
They all have
You
knives
really ought to
duct
think
taped to
twice about
guns.
fighting all. All right.
See, look.
Get her!
Knife taped to gun, large knife. Let's all go one by one, like stormtroopers.
I'm just gonna shoot her.
Wow. Sing. Shoulder plexus instant nose groin. You're the dangerous one.
This is the first real fight she's been in since being.
Yep. Since a while.
Yeah, her hand is still shaking. Oh, jeez.
Oh, honey.
Poor baby.
Who are you? It doesn't even matter. When Raven finds out what you did, you're dead.
Possibly, but I doubt it. I'm her daughter, after all.
I'm dead.
Yeah, honey. Yeah, you are. You've been a dead man walking for a couple episodes now.
Oh dear.
They're both terrible in hand-to-hand. He looked so happy when he blocked.
Oz wasn't kidding. Oscar's picking up on this stuff fast.
Oh!
Gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yes! I did it!
I hit a small child!
And
You
then
forgot to engage your aura again.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because this method makes you less likely to forget.
That would be terrible.
Another shot?
Having a teacher in your head.
Not bad, Miss Rose. But Oscar doesn't have the years of training that you do.
Only for
Or
a
I
second.
do.
No, I mean yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow ring in the iris.
Take a break.
No, he's always had hazel eyes.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, ow.
He literally just tried. Yeah! He literally just tried that. He
The
really
next time you want to throw a left cross, remember to push off with the appropriate foot. And as always, do be aware of any openings.
Got it.
I'll kill you!
Hey, are you okay?
How is this so exhausting?
Your body isn't used to this kind of training. Not to mention generating a defensive aura on your own. It takes intense concentration at first, but in time it will become second nature, allowing you to deflect attacks and gradually heal your wounds. After that, you can begin focusing on your semblance, whatever that may be.
Semblance.
You know, like your very own superpower.
Bless
Everybody's
you.
got one. It's just a matter of finding it and mastering it. Ruby moves super fast. Electricity makes me stronger. Ren can mask emotions, and John can,
do something.
I can't do it.
John's like you.
Aww!
He hasn't found his semblance yet, but we all know he will.
Aww.
And you will too.
You did something in
We all just
season
have to
one,
try
buddy.
and help each other get stronger.
We just don't know what it was. Let's go dig Carton up and see if we can
Common
do it again.
philosophy is that a warrior's semblance is a part of who they are. Some say your personality and character
It's
can
all
define
Kira.
your semblance,
We know
while some
that.
claim that it's the other way around. Of course, there are still many who don't see a connection at all.
It's hard to know when you know sometimes. Ren's semblance was unlocked from intense stress. And mine kicked in during training one day.
What about you?
Oh, struck by lightning, didn't die. Crazy Thursday.
I just don't understand what's wrong with
Thursday.
the train.
No,
the
seriously.
I know.
Don't worry, Mr. Ock. Your journey is far from over. And
By
same
the
might
way,
be
did
said
you
for
all know
of
he
you.
cheated to get in?
Unlocking your semblance isn't
I knew the
end.
whole time.
You can still
I
grow
thought it was
and evolve.
hilarious.
Oh my god.
Providing you're willing to put in the work, who knows what could happen.
Then let's get back to it.
So we're just kind of taking some time out for our training montage. Oh, they're all beat up.
Oh, and she's gonna find Weiss! Yay!
Maybe. Weiss was staging a breakout at the end of last episode. We don't know. Oh my god, they got all beaten up. Look at their faces.
Mom! 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 Mummy! Mom! Mom!
So much for the breakout.
Get out of here, girl. Get gone.
They're distracted. Get me out. Yeah, no one heard that.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Yeah.
Mom! Mom!
Open sesame!
Oh, hey, Mom. This is an awkward at all.
Mom. Yang.
Hi, sweetie!
So, after all this time, you finally decided to visit me.
No.
You know that I searched for you. I spent years looking for you. And you found me. You were patient, determined, and strong enough to make your dream a reality. Well done, Yang.
That's the initiation test.
But did you have to be so rough with my men?
I didn't want a fight. They started it.
Well, you certainly finished it.
And whose fault was that?
Right.
Supremely
I'm sure
unimpressed
this
Yang
is all
my
very
fave.
overwhelming, but I must admit that you've proven yourself. So any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer. You can stay with us tonight. I'll even have the cooks whip up something for you.
That's not why I'm here.
What was that?
I'm not here for you.
Oh.
Ruby is somewhere in Mistral. She's with Crow and she's going to need my help. I just need you to take me to her.
And why would I do
A
that?
roundabout way.
Because we're family.
Oh.
Family. Only coming around when they need something. I have to say, I'm disappointed. After all, you found me, didn't you? Why not take that drive and use it to find your little sister if she really means that much to you?
Because you're going to save me time. Ruby was heading to Mistral, but there's no guarantee she's made it there. Looking for her in Anima could take ages. But Dad told me how your semblance works.
Ty.
You could bond to certain people. And when you do, you could create a portal that takes you straight to them.
That's a hell
You've
of
got
a-
one for Dad, one for me, and you've got one for Crow. He promised me he'd watch out for Ruby before he left.
Announces it to
And I
everyone
trust
in the
him.
fucking world.
So, make a portal to my uncle and sister, and I'll be on my way.
You know, it takes real strength to march in here and demand such a favor of me. I've got to say, I'm impressed.
You've got to earn it, though.
It's very noble to want to help out your sister. But if she's with Crow, then she's already a lost cause.
What does that mean?
You don't want to get mixed up in all of that, Yang. Ozpin is not the man you think he is, and Crow is a fool for trusting him.
What is your deal?
I would know. I trusted him once too.
I don't care what you think.
Oh!
Your choice is your own. All I'm suggesting is that instead of getting wrapped up in something too big for you, for any of us, that maybe you take a moment to wonder if you're already where you belong.
Save your breath. You could spout off whatever you want, but nothing is going to keep me from my sister.
Well, aren't you stubborn?
I get it from my mom.
Isn't that music cute?
This is not.
Well, if that's how you
all
feel,
I thought this was going
Then
to
it
go.
sounds like we're done here. Take her away.
Holy cow, really?
You're a bad mom.
Yeah.
Did you not hear me? I said, send me to Crow, damn it!
That's enough! You watch your mouth in front of our leader!
Make me.
Oh. Come at me, bro. Yup.
Oh.
Yang? Weiss?
All right, well, subtlety is out.
Yeah. Yes.
What is that?
Don't worry about it. What are you doing here?
Well, that's my mom, and she could take us to Ruby.
She kicked me in the face.
Your mom kidnapped me? You kidnapped her?
I love everyone in this bar.
What
What?
just happened?
Enough!
I knew it.
Thank you.
Hey, Spring.
If you people don't keep it together, this place will be crawling with Grim. Give the girl her weapon back.
But it's mine.
But I liked it.
You two, in my tent. Now.
Why?
If you're really going after your sister, then you need to know the truth.
About why Ozpin's secretly a dick?
More lore.
Sorry about
Oh!
I missed you so much.
Oh!
I missed you too.
No. I'm not crying. You're crying.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
Oh, that was a good.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, she went to go find her mom. Oh, she went to go find her mom because it's the easy route. Like, we're taking a roundabout way.
Well, she makes a good point, since literally, you know, Raven can go directly to those people. It's interesting too. One for Dad, one for me, one for Crow. For somebody who keeps going, family, what good are they? She has her tabs on her family.
Well, of course she does. Everyone gets one, right? How she knows when to show up and save them is anybody's guess.
She just checks in once a week, and
Occasionally just pops her head out of a
She just happened to get
portal.
lucky.
Just pops her head out of a portal. Oh, all right, we good.
Ty's not making her eat her vegetables. Oh, that contemptible man. That lazy
like,
good for nothing. I love it. And through sheer hard work and determination, you accomplished your goal. Good job, sweetie. Way to earn it.
I love that once Yang wasn't stepping to her beat, she immediately turned on her.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't care.
Well,
You don't.
what it was is like having kept tabs on her family for as often as she has. She knows how badly Yang has wanted to see her for all of this time. And so, like, when she sees Yang marching up, she's just like, oh, yay, look at this. You finally earned it. I'm so proud.
You proved you're more like me than like your dad. Like, no. No. We share genetics, but you suck at parenting.
You're such a bad mom.
Just that sort of thing. Like, I'm sure Tai Yang was a pretty good dad. I'm sure he wasn't the world's best dad, but I'm sure he was a good dad. Regardless of his quality of dadding, he was there. He was there.
Yep.
And I would imagine that Summer Rose also parented her a fair bit as well.
Well, we're gonna learn the truth. So Ozpin clearly did something that crossed a line with Raven, and when she either wanted to leave or wanted to do something to make Ozpin either see things her way or make him, I don't know, experience retribution for something that he did. He's made a lot of mistakes. Tai Yang probably put his foot down and said, no, he did a bad thing.
Or Crow.
Yeah, or Crow, or both of them. No, he did a bad thing, but we're still working towards the same goal. And she said, screw all y'all, I'm leaving.
I also have to wonder if it was something that like purposely screwed her over when there was a better option, or if it was, I have multiple horrifying options, this is the one that is the least bad, and she just didn't agree with it. I'm wondering if the line in the sand was something that really needed to be there, or if it's something where she was offended despite the fact that it was the best decision that could be made in the circumstances, when the many were considered over the few and she was one of the few.
Well, one of the
Who
things
knows?
she said last volume was that, you know, the bandits who raised them needed her and Crow, and he turned his back on them, and she didn't. She's their leader now, so I'm wondering if, like, again, it was one of those things where Ozpin was like, it's either them or us. And she was like, okay, bye.
I also feel like she doesn't want to get involved in any of the macro stuff. despite the fact that she has the Spring Maiden with her, which is immediately getting involved with the macro stuff.
And also, apparently her bandits are big enough players that Salem is taking notice.
Yeah. So
she is like on the same level of like importance as the White Fang.
So I feel like it's one of those things where she doesn't want to get involved in the big picture. She doesn't want to get involved in this world-ending stuff. Like, look, we're going to do what we can. We're going to make our key. We're going to be us. We're going to do our thing.
We just want to murder and pillage in peace.
Like, just let us do that. Come on.
Something about what you just said doesn't sound right, Raven. And then somebody else go, oh, that's so Raven.
She really sounds like she doesn't want to get involved in the meta plot. And by virtue of being parent of married, we don't know, brother, sibling to people in the meta plot, and then having another one of them in her camp, presumably as her right-hand person. That's what that seemed like.
Yeah. And I bet
I would imagine she's going to get involved with the meta plot regardless, because everyone around her is, and you can't not when that's the case.
I wonder if part of the reason she took off was because of what happened to Summer Rose.
Maybe. We don't know what happened to Summer Rose, aside from the fact that she didn't make it out the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Really? Winter has her own opinions.
Really? I don't want to diminish it, but it's also possible that just breaking up with Ty.
That is also a big upheaval, especially when the other woman on your team starts dating him. Like, this is a very close-knit little group, and then...
I mean...
That's one of those, you ruined the bar.
Not that has to ruin friendships, but it can.
Well, and let's be real, Summer was probably a better mom to Yang than Raven was.
Yeah, by virtue of being there.
Yeah.
Super mom cookies.
Then again, we know virtually nothing about Summer, aside from the fact that she's not here.
Again, apart from mom cookies and dead now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This...
I feel like it's also a safe assumption that Summer had silver eyes. I wonder if maybe Summer died fighting a former maiden.
Maybe. Who even knows? She could have died of an illness. We don't have any clue.
Maybe she died fighting the former Spring Maiden, and then the new Spring Maiden got her powers too early, and that's why she felt overwhelmed.
Could be.
That's why she took off, and no, I have to run. Bye. I don't know.
She's not
That's
gonna
all guesswork.
She is not going to be an easy person to bring to heel.
Nope.
Admittedly, that's not really how you should treat a person, but we'll see.
I'm just so
she's going to be difficult to work with for everyone who isn't Raven, and Raven not wanting to be involved in this noise means that she probably won't either.
I'm just so happy Weiss and Yang are reunited, and it's the first time we've seen two people from Team RWBY in the same room together for over a season. Yeah. That was so nice.
And I just love so much for subtlety. Let's go.
You kidnapped her? I said,
it's all such a beautiful and I feel like that's kind of the moment where Raven went, all right, everything is out of control, and if this does devolve into a brawl, Grim for days.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting about Grim, despite the fact that Jim and Randall were a thing.
I have no doubt that Spring could have
killed them.
Yeah, Spring could have
strike.
squashed them. But Raven's like, guys, this is gonna be way more trouble than it's worth. Just come on in.
We just want no negative emotions. And striking someone with lightning, if it doesn't outrightly kill them, is going to begin with negative emotions. Except for
Unless
Nora.
you're Nora. I want
Struck
that
by lightning,
flashback.
didn't die. Crazy Thursday.
I want that freaking flashback because that sounds hysterical. She plays it off as like, oh, no big deal, but I'm sure at the time it was horrifying.
Well, and the question is, when did that happen? We know that she was some flavor of orphan.
Happened 2 weeks before she went to Beacon. Ren, look, I have superpowers now.
And Ren's just like,
I do love that.
I'm glad you're not dead. What just happened?
Ruby has super speed. I've got lightning powers. Ren can mask emotions, and
John can.
Now here's a question: is that a question that's going to be answered by the end of this season?
I think it's going to be answered when the plot requires it. When there is a big dramatic fight and we need it. Because we saw a bit of it in season 1 with that whole big thing with Carden and the giant Ursa and all that noise.
That wasn't his semblance, though.
No, he had a bit where he went minorly Super Saiyan and healed all his wounds.
That was
Hero was doing some of the fighting.
No, that was just him activating his aura, like they pointed out here.
All right.
Yeah, no, because your aura can heal your wounds. So yeah, no, his semblance is still just a big question mark.
It'll be something.
Although I was gonna ask, do we think he's going to get like the power to heal people? Because he's great. He's a great leader, and he's this very supportive person. I could totally see him being the
John
healer
with a support power.
Yeah,
Like,
you
yes,
should have
please.
picked Mercy.
Well, and Ren also has a really good support power.
Yeah, which is
And you are now invisible to Grimm.
Which
Go.
is kind of a nice subversion, that the girls get the more aggressive ones and then the guys get to be the supportive ones. I'm just saying that that's a nice inversion of the trope.
And I love that we basically for them have like, well, you get like a month and a half worth of montage.
I mean,
and then things go down.
It would also be funny if Jean's semblance was Super Saiyan, except for the fact that Yang is the Super Saiyan,
Yeah,
of the group.
That's a thing.
It's in her song.
I just love that. Don't talk to her like that. Make me. Like, buddy, you were the one who spoke up. Now you're on the spot.
Oh, honey, no.
It is do or die, but in this case it's do and die because we just went through this 10 minutes ago.
Like I said, this is not the way I was expecting this reunion to go, and I'm so glad it went this way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just the I'm not here for you.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You
are gonna take me to
anyone
her.
is trusting or is kind.
Like, and you are going to take me there because that's a lot easier than just going straight to Haven and waiting. Now let's do this.
I'm really happy because I totally thought she was going towards Ruby at the end of the last volume, and she was!
She was, just by way of Raven. It's just the straight up, you're gonna do this for me because fuck you. Like, that's the long.
Because everybody gets one!
Admittedly, she already got her one, but still, it's just like, no, you're gonna do this to me because you suck and I need it to happen.
I mean, you've been an absentee parent for, how old is Yang? 18, 17?
Something like that?
Yeah, you've been an absentee parent for over a decade. I'm gonna go off and just assume that you can do this for me in lieu of getting me a Christmas card. So,
in lieu of ever showing up or saying anything to me, literally
this
ever.
is for all those PTA meetings that you missed. You just do this one solid for me, and you won't hear from me again for probably about another decade. So, awesome.
Dad was a really good stay-at-home parent, but that doesn't change the fact that you weren't there.
Yeah.
So you don't get to just have a kid and then swan
Sitting
off.
here going like family, they only come around when they need something. Yeah, if you were there, you'd be there for all the other stuff, you stupid bitch. She's just, you'd be there for all the good stuff.
They're only there when you need something. Like, well, like if you actually helped them out of the potential goodness of your potential heart, then they would do the same.
I mean, this is
how this works.
This is what you get for missing out on all those Mother's Days. It's not like they can track you down and give you your Mother's Day present. You don't get the backlog of Mother's Day present, Mom of the Year.
Like, you don't get to be mad about, oh, well, I don't have this bond. They only come around and do things when they want stuff.
Because you left.
Yeah, they need you. It would be different if they never did anything in return, but you removed yourself from the equation as best you could, and then you sit there and get mad when people go, you're still a part of this. Things are still happening and you're still involved, and you not being there doesn't make you any less my mother. So you had an obligation and you didn't even try. You didn't try.
Yeah, you don't even get a gold star. But yeah, she's like, oh yeah, they only want to hang out when they want something. It's like, yeah, you didn't want to be there. So
You
who's
don't
the
get to have
selfish
a
one?
kid and then be like, bye. You don't get to do that.
Oh, you're so cute. You know, it would be super cute if you were far away from me. Bye.
And I realize some people don't ever have the parental instinct. Like, I get it. There are some people who don't want kids. There are some people who are not good with kids. Like, I completely understand that. But the thing is, if you have a kid, and it's your kid,
it's your responsibility to, bare minimum, make sure they're taken care of.
Which, Ty definitely did that, but there's still that gaping hole of, my mom left.
My mom
She
left
didn't
me,
want me,
and I didn't, I don't get any explanation for it.
Yeah, nothing, no keeping in contact, no letter ever, no nothing. It's just like, well, she's kind of a difficult person, and she left.
Again, it's also possible that she left specifically because she knew Ty would take better care of Yang than living out with all the bandits.
Well, yeah, but there's you can take better care of my daughter, and there's I'm occasionally gonna show up and say hi. Like, you don't get to not even try and then be mad when people are still your family.
It'd be one thing if it was like a super noble, which is what I assume happened with Summer Rose, of like, this is a huge self-sacrifice thing that I'm making and I'm sorry I can't be there for you.
Or it was inevitable, or
zero remorse on her part for being absent for, again, well over a decade. You save Yang's life once and you think that she owes
that
you?
does it, we're good.
You think that makes you even Stevens? Nah. Something else would have saved her. It was season 2.
Just, Raven, you're such a bad parent.
So bad.
And I think it's the fact that she's complaining about the side effects of her being a bad parent. That's what gets me. It's like, all right, you're a bad parent.
I think
you don't get to complain about how you're a bad parent.
I think a lot of this obviously stems from whatever resentment she has towards Oz.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not necessarily super fair to judge until we see her side of it, but she's a bad parent without that context.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I highly doubt that even whatever we see, even if it, like, we understand, like, oh, I get where she's coming from, doesn't change the fact she was gone for over a decade.
Didn't
bad
write
parent.
any letters, didn't...
Bad parent. No birthday gifts. Nothing.
Maybe we'll look back at this later and be like, oh, she had a reason, but she's still complaining about the effects of her being a bad parent when that is something that she could have circumvented by being a better parent.
Watch. There's a turn. She's like, all this time, you didn't write to me? You didn't send me any birthday presents? What are you talking about? I wrote you every week. Did Ty never give you any of my letters? That monster!
Oh, I could see her pulling that just to fuck with Yang.
I got you a bear every year on your birthday. This is the one I was gonna give you this year. I guess you're here, so take it. I got you a birthday present every year. I sent cookies your way. Did Ty eat all the cookies that I've been sending?
Someone's writing
Summer took credit for the cookies.
Someone's writing this fanfiction, you realize.
Oh, yes.
Fix it, Vic, where Raven's a good mom. Suddenly the entire series is different.
Send me the link. Send me the link because that's hilarious.
See, I would think like her being a bad mom but trying would be hilarious. Like she sends cookies but they're all burnt.
They taste like salt because she mixed up the ratios for salt and sugar.
Just like things where she just kind of tries but she just has no idea.
They crumble as soon as you take a bite. They just turn to ash in your mouth. Although I can't wait for if she ever becomes a character in RWBY Chibi, just the bits her portal can create. That Oh man.
Portal Chaos. And keep in mind, we still
can't
haven't
wait for
seen
those
Neo
jokes.
for a season and some change.
Oh yeah.
She's ostensibly still a player out there somewhere. And her only alliance was Torchwick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Does she really care if Torchwick's not around?
I'll just be intrigued to see in what... I doubt that she's just going to be Sir no longer appearing in this series. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
no
have
body, no death.
serious doubts about that.
No body, no death.
Yeah, she just Mary Poppinsed her way right on out. So I'm waiting for her to show up. The question is in what context? Because I can see her just being her own piece.
Just showing up to throw a wrench into things every now and then.
There's also debate about whether or not she's a maiden, but I seriously doubt that.
We know that
There would have been a lot more power involved if she were a maiden.
We know that there's something up with her because of her eyes.
Color changing eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, and we see the importance of it again, and definitely in these last 2 episodes. So yeah, good stuff.
This series, man. This series. All right.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias and on YouTube. I almost said that's where we are right now. And on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. We have a sister channel, Silver Screams, where we talk about horror stuff. So search Silver Screams on YouTube because we are doing the thing, and we've got a couple Q&As that are going to go up at some point. Delaying this video for a week makes timelines interesting.
Yep.
We are also doing the RWBY After Show on AfterBuzz TV every week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. So tune in for that. It's going to be fun. Excuse me. We talk about episodes on the public release schedule. So yes, by the time you see this, I think we'll be talking about episode 4 in a few days. Yeah. We have all sorts of ways to support us. They're all in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I'm not here for you.
That was so great. That was just like...